Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. So today is the start of a brand new series. Now this series is going to be called FIFA and Chill, and it is basically going to be me playing football with professional footballers and getting to know them a bit more, and I guess you guys getting to know them a bit more as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And to kick this off, the first episode of the series, we've got ex-Col U player and Charlton Athletic player Brendan Weiradu. So let's get into the video. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, so I am joined with Brendan. How are you, Brendan?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How have you been?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Yeah. So, what team should I be? We'll go PSG. Right. So, obviously, you've played for Colchester as well as Charlton. So, like, how was it being on loan?
I mean, Colchester, I enjoyed the loan extremely. I feel like it gave me the platform to go and prove that I can play in league football, play in men's football. League 2 is a hard league to play in.
Yeah.
So I felt like I went there and I was given an opportunity to prove myself, and then it gave me a foundation to come back to Charlton and then show that I'm ready to go and play in the first team at Charlton.
Yeah. So what would you say your favourite moments were at Colchester?
Definitely the Swindon has to be. It has to be Swindon away 3-0 win, and I got an assist. That was my first league start.
Yeah.
Especially at the fact that they were top of the league at the time.
Yeah.
So when the gaffer put me in, I was surprised that I was even starting that game. So it showed that he had trust in me. So I just wanted to go out there and prove that he could trust me for other games to come. I felt like I did that. Plus, it was an enjoyable game to play in as well. Away, getting 3 points.
Yeah. So obviously Swindon was one. Was there obviously any others at all?
Yeah. I wasn't involved in this one, but it was the Tottenham game.
Oh yeah.
That game, yeah. Even not being involved, I felt like I was on the pitch playing. The atmosphere was a joke. The way the team played that game was silly. Everyone was top notch that game, and then the celebrations afterwards will always be one to remember.
Yeah. So obviously my second question, or my third question for you, is what made you want to become a professional footballer?
I think it's always just been in me, sort of thing, from when I was young.
Yeah.
I've always loved the game, always watched football, always had the ball at my feet. Any opportunity I got, I was trying to play football inside the house, not meant to.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of playing football at a young age, so when it got to an age where I thought, this is where I can start taking it seriously.
Yeah.
I grabbed that opportunity with both hands. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this seriously, and I'm gonna try and become a professional footballer.
So, was football always like the main aim for you?
100%. Always, even when I was going through school, it was always, I'm going to be a footballer. Football is the main focus. I want to be a footballer, and I'm going to make it happen. Not just for me, but for my family as well.
Yeah. So, who would you say has inspired you to like push on to like this footballing career and things like that?
It would be family, but mainly my uncle and my mum. Them two have been a big part of my footballing life.
Yeah.
In terms of helping me stay on track, going forward. Even stuff like helping me off the pitch, and if I'm struggling with football, being able to talk to them. Because sometimes you find it hard to talk to people, but being able to talk to them not understanding, and then like being harsh critics as well.
Yeah.
You need people who are honest, and them two are honest in my performances. If they don't feel like I've done well, they will let me know that they don't feel like I've done well. So I feel like that's what I need.
Yeah. So obviously your time at Colchester was fairly brief, obviously. Would you ever come back type thing?
Yeah, I would never say never. I enjoyed my time at Colchester. I enjoyed it there very much. I thought that it gave me a stepping stone to proving that I am ready to play in the Like, so there's one thing saying you're ready, but then there's one thing being able to prove you're ready, and I feel like Colchester gave me the opportunity to prove that I was ready to go and play. Yeah.
So obviously you've been at Charlton for quite a while now. What would you say your favourite or your standout moment has been so far at the club?
Definitely making my debut. Obviously being there for a long time.
Yeah.
Making my debut is like, I've made my debut now. Now it's time to push on. Obviously it's a special moment because a club that I've been at since I was 7.
Yeah.
You always want to be in the first team, so the dream is to always play for the first team.
Yeah.
And you look at players coming through and you're like, yeah, I want to be one of them players who come through, and I want to be one of them players that people talk about that, oh, he's come through.
Yeah.
You want to be like him, so.
Yeah. So do you think obviously because Charlton are championship level, it's helped with your confidence as well to kind of achieve lots of things?
Yeah, 100%, because different levels, like it's harder, so it makes you more prepared for when you go out on loan, for example, and try and play at a lower league. Yeah, obviously it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also it comes down to mentality as well.
Yeah.
That you don't want to go to a lower league and think, yeah, this is going to be easy. You want to take it, you go to a lower league and think, yeah, I can go there and I'm going to play the best I can and prove, yeah, I can do this level. The next challenge. You know what I mean? So it comes down to mentality as well.
Yeah. So who was your roommate whilst you were at Colchester? So like things for away games and bits like that, really.
It started off, I think I had one day it was Ryan Campbell.
Yeah.
And then it changed to farming.
Yeah.
And then when Callum Harriott signed, I was with him for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what kind of things did you enjoy about being involved in the Colchester squad type thing?
I mean, the squad there is a very tight-knit squad. Like, it's a very tight-knit squad, so everyone's cool with everyone. The banter there is different class.
Yeah.
And from the first day, everyone was like so welcoming.
Yeah.
Like a young player like me coming from like a championship club, people might think, yeah, what is he doing here, sort of thing. But I was welcomed with open arms from everyone. So I thought that they helped me quite massively because I was getting advice from players who have played 300+ league games.
Yeah.
So I was getting advice from people who have already been in the game and sort of done it already. So
yeah,
being there in the first place, like from the first day, everyone was so welcoming. So yeah, I'm just grateful for the fact that they accepted me with open arms. I think that's what helped me to play the way I did when I was there.
Yeah. So, who would you say you were the closest with whilst you were obviously at Colchester?
To be fair, to pick that one person I was closest with would be tough because I was quite close with most people.
Yeah.
Because they were, like I said, they were so welcoming. But if I was to pick one person, it would probably be Giovanni Brown, JB.
Yeah.
And a couple of the 23s as well, I was quite close to. So my friend Nicole Scarlett, like, he joined Colchester as well, so I was quite close to him.
Yeah.
When he joined, so yeah, but be Giovanni running the Nicole Scarlett.
So, do you have any sort of tips for people wanting to like go pro or trying to achieve something like that?
The main tip for me is enjoy it. Don't try and fall out of. Don't try and not enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, you can't perform your best.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy the game, everything else will take place. Like, take care of itself. Enjoy the game and express yourself. Be confident, because you know what you're capable of. Like, some people might have opinions, because football is based on opinions, and you can't let people's opinions affect the way you think, sort of thing. So I'd say the main thing would be to be confident, enjoy it, and football is based on opinions, so just take on everything on board, but always want to prove people wrong, sort of thing.
Yeah. Was there any like moments where you thought or you doubted being able to go pro?
Yeah, when I was under 18s, I think at that time I scored the most goals in England as a midfielder.
Yeah.
And everyone around me at the time was got offered like lengthier contracts than I did.
Yeah.
And I thought at that time, like, what do I need to do, sort of thing, to prove to these people that I can do it, that I can play, that you can trust me enough with a long lengthier contract.
Yeah.
What, like, do I need to do to prove myself, sort of thing. But I think that kind of helped. That helped me, because that year, I think that's when I pushed on, and then that's when I kind of proved to most people, yeah, I can do it, because I went on loan to Bromley, and I done really well there. So when I went on loan to Bromley, I feel like that's when that's the foundation of, yeah, Brendan can do it. Let's see him at a higher level than Bromley.
Yeah.
So the option was to go to League 2.
Yeah.
And then when Colchester came in, it was a no-brainer. I was always going to go and get the experience.
So obviously, was Colchester the only offer you received around that time for club-wise?
No, I received. I think I received a Mansfield.
Yeah.
Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress.
Bromley again.
Thiago Silva.
2
more minutes to play. Added time.
And this was all, not many people know this, but this was all on deadline day. Because on deadline day, on deadline day, I travelled with the 23s to go and play away at Sheffield.
Yeah.
So at that point, I thought, so we travelled up on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, yeah, I'm not going on loan. Obviously, National League, you can go any time, but I was looking to go in the league. So at that time, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going on loan to the league.
Yeah.
So now we need to just focus on whatever National League. But then I think I was about to go to sleep. So that Friday night, my manager called me and said, Colchester are very interested and they want to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So now it's just that talk sort of thing. You don't know if it's actually going to happen. And then an hour after, they go, yeah, Colchester, everything's been agreed. Colchester want to do it. So now I'm thinking, okay, so I'm actually getting to Colchester sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I had to sign the papers at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then I didn't play the game because I didn't play the game for Charlton because obviously Colchester, we had the game against Gillingham the next day.
Yeah.
So then I watched the game against Sheffield United in the stands, got onto the team coach, and I was on Sky Sports. I just signed on loan in Colchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you like, how were you feeling when like they offered you or they wanted you on loan and everything had gone through? Like, what was going through your head at the time?
I was very humbled and grateful because at the time I was 19. Yeah, at the time I was 19.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old going to League Two to a team that is pushing for promotion. Like,
Yeah.
not many people do that. So I was very humbled and grateful. So at that point I was like, yeah, okay. So now it's just a chance for me to prove that I can get promotion, because obviously that's the #1 goal.
Yeah. So who would you say you're kind of the closest with family-wise?
Two people. My mum and my uncle.
Yeah.
Them, I'm extremely close with them. I think they've been with me the whole step of the way. My mum, she's gone from back and forth with me in terms of taking me to football when I was younger, when I didn't have to drive, I couldn't drive. Taking me to football on the train,
Yeah.
coming back late nights, and I had a younger sister, so she, I would say, suffered a lot, sort of thing, that she put a lot of sacrifices for me. So it's the only way I can pay her back. My uncle, he's been there every step of the way. He gives me advice, football, everything sort of. So
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that I have two. That everyone in my family is extremely supportive when it comes to my football. But I'm grateful that I have them two, because not many people have that.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that I have them two that can push me to being the best that I can be, sort of thing.
Yeah. So I think this is a question most people want to know, obviously. So like, what football team do you obviously kind of support?
Yeah, well, I support Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not talk about what Arsenal are on right now, but yeah, I support Arsenal.
Yeah. Is there like any other kind of clubs or things like that?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Supported them from young, because my idol was Vieira when I was growing up. So Arsenal, I've always wanted to be like Vieira, because in midfield, like, he used to run the midfield. He used to be a powerhouse, so I've always wanted to be like that. So I've just grown into supporting Arsenal. So
Yeah. So, did you used to obviously watch quite a lot of football and kind of analyse it, if that makes sense? So even when you were a little kid, just be like, how to improve just by watching games and things like that?
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of football, but I used to watch a lot of like clips. See, like when people make these montages on like YouTube.
Yeah.
And I used to watch it, I hope someone makes one of me. You know what I mean? So I used to watch like Vieira, and recently I've been watching Pogba, because I think Pogba is, as a player, I think he's so good.
Yeah.
So like recently I've been watching him, because I feel like the way he dominates the game physically, but even on the ball technically, like, I think he's silly. So I watch him quite a lot. I do watch YouTube as well.
Yeah. So if you could wear any kind of number on your shirt, what number would it be and why?
So this one's hard because it's a hard question because there's a few numbers that I like. Since I've been back at Charlton from the loan squad, it would be number 10.
Yeah.
So I've been wearing that quite a lot. The number 10 with the 23, I've been wearing number 10 quite a lot. But
yeah.
if I was to play an actual game, it would probably be 7.
Yeah.
Because obviously when I was younger, number 7 I scored. That's when I scored most my goals.
Yeah.
And I was on number 7. And I'm a little bit superstitious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd wear number 7, but it would also be number 44. That was my first ever number.
Yeah.
44. I wouldn't mind wearing 7, 10, and 44. But number 12 for Colchester, I was surprised that I got given number 12. I thought I was going to get given a higher number. So when I got given number 12, I was humble because I've been in the higher numbers.
Yeah.
And number 12, which I thought was a very good number. It does look good on the shirt.
Yeah. So obviously at the level you play at, or just football in general, what sorts of diets do you need to follow?
I mean, it varies for different sort of body types. But we have a nutritionist like Charlton who kind of talks us through what's best to eat and what's not best to eat.
Yeah.
If I'm right in saying, I think before a game is where you try to get the most energy in.
Yeah.
Yeah, before a game you get the most energy in, but then at half time as well, you have to get loads of energy because obviously you're using the energy that you're using. Obviously, the blood's pumping around the body. But then it comes to after the game, I feel like you have to carb load because obviously you've lost a lot of energy, so you just need to get that energy back.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing the Saturday, Tuesday games. It can be tough, and then you're traveling. It does take a lot of energy away. So.
Yeah. So, where would you say roughly has been, or where have you been with a team that's like the longest away game to go to personally?
The longest away game to go to.
It was disappointing. Now Sadio
It
Mane.
might have been when I was on loan at Bromley.
That's a turnover to the opposition.
We went to Barrow away.
With good vision.
Yeah, that was definitely the worst.
Yeah.
But we took train up there and then we took coach back because obviously he was late.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wouldn't do that again.
Did you lose that game or did you win it?
I think we lost last minute goal as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can tell the journey back was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrow away, yeah, definitely the longest.
Who would you say was the best and worst dressed at Colchester and at Charlton?
Charlton, the best and worst dressed. The worst dressed, I think he had that called Wilberforce. Wilbur, yeah.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He never stops smiling, but he's so bad.
Yeah.
And then the best dress has to be Albion Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Albion Morgan definitely 100%. The worst dress at Colchester. I would give that to Kwame.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he's just tired all the time. So you can just tell by the way he dresses, he's tired.
Yeah. That surprises me because obviously his age.
Yeah, no, he just comes in. He's someone he doesn't care what he's dressed like. He just comes in and gets his job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best dress, Cohen or Jacko.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Jacko, yeah. Cohen or Jacko.
So, what sort of exercises have you been doing in lockdown?
Well, we've been given like a lot of stuff to do for by Charlton. We've been given quite a lot of stuff to do, but I've been doing some sessions with my uncle as well, because obviously it's difficult to do stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a little bit of that competitive edge gone when you're in training and doing it by yourself, but I feel like when I do it with my uncle, it feels like I'm doing it as training as well, because obviously we won't let me slack a bit at all. So I feel like I'm having to do it at the same intensity that I would at training, so yeah. Been in that crowd. I'm bike riding. I didn't realise how much I like bike riding until this lockdown.
Yeah.
We go so many bike rides.
So, obviously, when you get to that age where you have to retire, would you go into any management, or do you have something else in mind?
Yeah, I'd like to probably do management. So I'd like to do something within football.
Yeah.
Start my own sort of like academy.
Yeah.
So I'd also like to start like some sort of like finance management thing for footballers, because obviously at a young age, some people get loads of money and you probably don't know how to use it and invest it well, and I don't feel like we get taught that a lot.
Yeah.
So I'd probably like to start something like that.
Yeah. So, what, like, team in general influenced you the most when you were younger, type thing?
In terms of the way I play.
Yeah.
Probably Arsenal, because they're like a possession-based team.
Yeah.
And I like to be on the ball.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm on the ball, I can make stuff happen. So I feel like I love to be on the ball. Like I'll take the ball in any sort of situation.
Yeah.
Even if someone's on me, I'll take the ball and I'll try to do my stuff with it. So probably Arsenal, because obviously they play football in tight spaces, and Barcelona as well. The football they play, good football.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of them two.
Yeah. So, how do you, obviously I don't know if you do, but do you receive hate? And if so, like, how would you deal with it, even if you did get hate?
I don't receive hate, and I'm actually like extremely grateful and happy that I don't receive hate. At a young age, some people might feel like you're big time, whatever. But I've received like quite a lot of love from fans from every team I've been at.
Yeah.
And I'd like to just thank them all, and that it doesn't go unnoticed, because fans do help and they strive me to go and do better, sort of thing. That's why I do the little giveaway, just to give a little something back, because obviously they give a lot to come into home and away games, supporting, cheering you on. Yeah. And then even positive messages that you get in the DMs, like it doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah.
But for people who do receive hate, I think if I was to receive hate, it would, obviously it's so easy to say, ignore it, because some people can't ignore it. Like, you know what I mean? But I would probably just take that hate and then try to stir it into positivity and prove people wrong, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because the only way you can do your talking is through
on the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not worth getting yourself down over hate.
Yeah.
Take that hate, turn it into positivity, and then go and prove people wrong. Yeah. And then when you prove people wrong, if they're still hating, you prove them wrong again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just let's prove people wrong, sort of thing.
Yeah. So I've got 3 more questions.
Yeah, no problem.
If you could play for any team in the world, what team would it be and why?
It would be Manchester United, because my mum is like a super Manchester United fan. I'm talking, she has like mugs of Manchester United cups and like Manchester United calendars. Like, I don't know why she loves him so much, but she loves him so much. So it'd probably be Man United because of my mum. I feel like if I played for Man United, I would make her dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is obviously one random one. So it's what GCSEs did you take for or whilst you're at secondary?
I took English, Math, Science, ICT, Food Tech, DT, History,
Yeah.
PE.
Mhm.
There was one more. I think there was one more. Must have been one. From all I can remember, that was it.
Yeah.
I think there's one more. I can't remember. School feels like I was time ago.
Yeah.
And I'm only 20.
Yeah. So last question is, would you rather play for someone like Barcelona on a really high wage bill but only play like 5 times a season, or play like very low level like non-league League 2 football every game for a very low wage?
I'd probably, obviously playing for Barcelona is a dream. So this question is kind of like a trick question. So I would probably play in a lower league because I think if I get as many first team league game footballs, I can always go higher.
Yeah.
So if I prove myself at League 2, non-league, play 40 odd games in non-league, League 2, or however many games,
Yeah.
I feel like I can go higher. And
Yeah.
then like that's when it starts coming in. But I feel like if you go to the top teams, you would have to go lower.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. If you start off if you go to Barcelona and you play 5 games, I don't know any higher team that will come and take you.
Yeah.
So you probably have to go lower anyway. So I feel like it would be better to start off lower than go higher than go high and then come back low.
Yeah.
Because obviously confidence will be gone as well if you go high and come back low.
Yeah. So I just want to say a really big thank you for doing this today. I really appreciate it.
No problem. What you're doing, the stuff you're doing is cool, man. I see it. It's very cool. It's good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming on. Is there anything else you wanted to say before you left?
No, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for the support and the love you've been showing me. I'm only young and it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm very humbled and grateful for the love that all the Colchester fans have been showing me since. And I was only there for a short amount of time. So
Yeah.
I'm extremely grateful and I couldn't thank you enough.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming on, Brendan. I hope everyone's well.
Yeah, you
And
too.
yeah.
So that is the end of today's video. I just really want to say a big thank you to everyone for making this possible, and a big thank you to Brendan. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.